Hello traders, this is DAX recap video for Thursday, March the 14th, and today you got this chart with zones and morning notes at 7:30, so 1 hour and a half before the open, because I had to go to the doctors, and I really didn't trade much today. I just had one trade that I have shown on Twitter. So this was the situation at 7:30. Market was here inside this zone, and I said that in the morning notes that this is the new zone, and I have updated the zones between 450 and 600. And also I said in the morning notes about about the S&P. I have given you this chart here as an illustration that this is going to be the chart that everybody is going to watch. And today so far, although it's already like 6 p.m., US market is trading for 3.5 hours, nothing is decided here. Market is still here, and we are going to continue to watch and how this thing is going to develop. Now let's go to the charts, and I have already placed markers for this. Now when we are seeing this, and market is already closed, the market closed just 15 points above the previous cash close, so today close we already got that, of course, because market is cash index is closed, and they got just 15 points close today, just 15 points above this. And all of this, it didn't look like this is going to be today after this first move, but we did get this, another sideways day, and also range contracted today because all the activity was inside the 100-point range. And also now we can see that almost entire activity was basically inside pre-market range, except this two pokes above and this one poke below pre-market range. So pre-market high was here, pre-market low was here, and market opened. This is the opening candle. Right there, this one, like dodgy looking one on 5-minute chart, and followed by this a red one to the downside. Now this is when things get interesting, because I said that this is aggressive. This new zone is aggressive support zone, which with the cash close inside, and the strong market should be above it. And at the same time, you have a different situation on the S&P. Here is also 5-minute chart of the S&P, and here is the 9 a.m. candle there. So they are looking like this, like they are going to to the upside, and DAX is lagging. And the context was also telling you that you could really attempt along here. Not only that if you make a fib retracement like this, you get fib 38.2 here inside the zone, that you have also, pre-market low there, very close. But the sheer fact that yesterday all the RTH move was grinding higher without any pullback. So this one, this is what market made after 7 p.m. It's already 7:30 here, 7:30 p.m. So in the after hours in DAX session. So buyers that are missed this because there were no pullback to buy are now eager to jump in, and they are going to jump in probably at the open using this horizontal consolidation and at the previous cash close, this zone as a launching point for the move. And that is exactly what happened. So you can enter here, or you can wait a bit, see what Americans are doing. They are going up, and on the leaving of this zone, enter there. And because you don't know now what is going to happen, you can of course unload a piece here. So this zone 600 to 615, I said in the morning notes, it is important as gauge of market strength. But when you see a move like this, you will not fade that zone, and you can try to fade the main resistance. Of course, unload part here or wait for the main resistance. And now you see this price is stuck here, price is resting. You don't know yet, is it going to continue higher here or not. I have unloaded here a half and then got a break even on the other half because I was in the bed. I wasn't paying attention. But if you have this kind of long and you are up and running, you know, paying attention and all, when you see this, you should really push your stop above. No matter if you close the part, if you want to close everything here, if you want, you know, are going to wait for the breakout or whatever, you really should protect yourself because nothing here is decisive yet. We didn't have a breakout. Market is still in the range. And if you missed this, after this kind of activity, you could attempt a short here also. And look how this move was swift on the 1 minute chart. In a matter of like 3 minutes, market made a 60-point move to the downside. So if you are short from here, logical target is again testing previous cash close. This zone, which we were using for assessing market strength, now invalidated. It was invalidated by this moving through it to the upside, through it to the downside. You could now delete it because it's no good now to us, and you should observe what is happening. And after this first move, I said for fibs you need the move, and here it is, swift move, 38.2, retracement, pullback, and market is going now and test this next zone. You could of course attempt a long from here, but price already went from here, and now this move to the same zone is much stronger, much how should I say, much quicker move. So you really, you know, it's not a good idea now to attempt a long here. And now when you get this kind of move, first test of the zone, better support where buyers are likely to react on the first test, this is where you should react. And when you react here and see that market is grinding higher, you could just place a line extending to the high as much as you can and observe price action, and you will see that the market really was, you know, obeying this line, and you could exit the trade on this first violation of the trend line, or wait for market, or here when they touched pre-market high again, or to wait for the zone. It is up to you. And whenever market is going like this, there is a danger that after the violation of the line they could make a swift move to the downside like this, and you should really push your stop and lock your profit, like push your stop. And when market is over this intraday level, like here, your stop loss is below, then again here your stop is below this smaller roll, and so on. And basically that was it for today, because these later moves, like shorting this zone yet again or going long here to the pre-market high, yes, we can see now that could work, but in real time maybe harder. This one to catch, and trader is already, you know, exhausted from this kind of shaking activity, and market was a bit crazy today. But nevertheless, it offered us opportunities, and those opportunities, at least this one first, was contextually based. So market that didn't provide a pullback, now buyers are moving. It failed here. After a while you could attempt a short here, and of course you could attempt a long here. I will not comment this other opportunities. And here it is, the situation on S&P daily chart, which we are going to continue to monitor. And this is it for this edition of DAX recap videos. I wish you good trading and good night.